Shalom. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that taught us this word. Just came across this video. This video is going viral about this girl that hates so-called black people, and she's a so-called Negro herself, most likely. But it's just another example of our people, being destroyed and having lack of knowledge and being envious and loving the oppressor, the heathen, because of the conditions of our people. They see our people, destroyed, in the hoods, down and out, and they have that hatred because of that, and they don't understand why. Just all goes into us having that lack of knowledge as to why we were put in this condition, and the lack of knowledge of our past, and the lack of knowledge of the Most High and His Son Yahushai, and where we're going. That this condition is only temporary. It's from RT.com. It's called "Black Teen Says She's White and Trashes Black People in Viral Video." Treasure 16 says she believes Caucasian people do not have any flaws or problems. Yeah, as of now. In a bizarre clip now going viral on social media, a black teen who has had the KKK on speed dial since middle school is shown insulting her own race and insisting she's white. Well, she better not hope. She better hope and pray that she's not, so-called white. She could be a tear, to the spirit if she has this extreme hatred, But when you watch the video, the mother said that she's a single mother, and they went from a good neighborhood and now they live in the inner city. That's predominantly, African American. So, it's a telltale sign of an Israelite, when the father's not in the home. So she's probably just bugged out. Her mother admits that she hoped the girl would grow out of it, but finally sought help from TV personality and human clickbait Dr. Phil. She describes what it's like to raise Treasure, who favored white dolls, and even as a child played with black dolls only to use them as slaves. And that's nothing new as well with the whole doll test. The white doll versus the black doll test. They recently brought that experiment back to the forefront a few years back. Basically, they would take little black kids, so-called black children, Israelite children. They put a white doll in front of them and a black doll in front of them and ask them which is better, which is more prettier. They would always choose the white doll, and then they'd be happy and excited over the white doll. But when they asked them who do you think that you most resemble, which doll do you think that you look the most like, and then they would get that sad countenance go on their face and they choose the black doll. So this self-hatred is not new. It all goes back to the curses that we have to deal with. Treasure's mother has told her many times that she's not white, but the teen refuses to believe her. She can't relate to black people, whom she calls thug and criminal and dangerous, and will cross the side of the street to avoid them. She contrasts her own physical appearance with her exaggerated negative perceptions of black physicality. Treasure seems convinced that nothing will change her mind about her race. I just don't think I'm white. I know I'm white, and there's no doubt in my mind. Well, you better, like I said before, she better not hope. She better hope and pray that she's not white, that she's not Edomite, because there are something called tares. The white man has sold tares amongst our people, because the genealogy, flows down through the man. So you are who your father is. This is Matthew 13 and 24. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, The kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which soweth good seed in his field. But while men slept, his enemy came, and sowed tares among the wheat, and went his way. Yeah, the tares represents the seed of the so-called white man. The Edomites during slavery. He would sleep with his Israelite slave women, so-called black women. He would sleep with them, and then they would get pregnant and bear his seed. They'd call them quote-unquote mulattoes or whatever. So that genealogy was passed down even to this day. So you have guys walking around that look like so-called black men, but their lineage goes back to the slave master, and that's what you would call so-called tear, or a tear. But when the blade was sprung up, it brought forth fruit. Then appeared the tares also. So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, Sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then he hath it tares? He said unto them, The enemy have done this. The servant said unto him, Wilt thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, Nay, least while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. The true Israelites. His genealogy goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Let both grow together until the harvest, and in the time of the harvest, I will say to the reapers, Gather ye first the tares, and bind them in bundles, and burn them. But gather the wheat into my barn. The reapers represent the angels. So at the time of the end, the tares are going to be left here to burn with all the other nations. So, she's young. Yeah, so I don't think she is a tear, because the mother said that, she's a single mother, and they all live in a black neighborhood, so. But you better hope and pray, that she is an Israelite. But that just goes back to show you, the lack of knowledge. This is Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy father with thy power. I will also forget thy children. Yeah, you can see the Most High definitely forgot about her. Yeah, she's bugged out. But yeah, they're short for lack of knowledge. What knowledge? Who we are as a people. Our power. The Most High, Yahweh, His Son Yahweh Shai. We forgot about that. We forgot about where we came from. Our beautiful lineage. Our laws, our statutes, our commandments. We forgot all that. And we forgot about the kingdom, where we're headed to, where we're going. So Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. We chose the ways of the oppressor. And that's why we're in the condition that we're in. Yeah, this is the main thing. Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath. You were delivered unto the enemies. Yeah, we were delivered unto the enemies. This is why we went into slavery. Because we forgot the laws, statutes, commandments. We chose the ways of our oppressors. Most High had to throw us into slavery, worshiping other gods. That's why we're in the condition that we're in. Not just because we're just an inferior, race of people. Because we have to serve out this punishment. We have to serve out this punishment. We're actually the greatest people on the planet, but she doesn't understand. Her mother doesn't understand it. Mother didn't teach her the right way. Her father's not around. So she's all bugged out. And she's not the only one. Most of our people feel this way. Especially those Latin tribes. They have a extreme hatred for Judah, tribe of Judah, which are the African Americans, the so-called African Americans. But in fact, we are the greatest people. This is Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Most High thy power. The Lord thy power, which his name is Yahweh, hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. We're the greatest people on the planet. We're above everybody, all these other nations. Scripture say out of all the families of the planet Earth, only Most High has only known us. That's why he will punish us, And that's the lack of understanding that our people have. They don't get it. This is all they know. Slavery, Jim Crow. White man just putting a foot up our asses. That's all we know. That's all we're taught. So therefore, we turn that hatred that we're supposed to have towards our enemies, towards these other nations, and we project it onto ourselves. Yes, it's for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. And we just have this few little hours left that we have to serve this captivity, because the prophecies are coming to pass. The kingdom of heaven is right around the corner, and the Most High is going to show himself to us, and he's going to be our power, and we're going to be his people again. He's going to shower us with blessings in the kingdom. It's all going to be good. But yeah, our people are just destroyed right now, and only the elect is going to get it. With that, shalom.